let's go to Disneyland. It has been a very long time since I've seen a queue like that outside the Esplanade at Disneyland. I mean, pre-COVID at least. I can't recall anything post that was like that. We got in that Esplanade at 7:40. We've missed rope drop. It is 8:05. It's wild, but that's okay, because I don't have an agenda today. Today, we're just taking it easy, enjoying the morning before I start another shoot this afternoon or around noon. So it's you, me, and the camera until then. Got my eyes on Storybook Land this morning. Good morning, Disneyland. It feels good. Nothing better. Nothing feels better than rope drop at Disneyland. Beautiful day this morning, by the way. Look at that sky. I could stand here and look at that for a while. Incredible. Road less traveled this morning. Not a lot of folks taking this path on a rope drop morning. They're all at Space Mountain or Indiana Jones, Galaxy's Edge. But we're going to Storybook Land. I think I might try to do Alice in Wonderland after that as well. That's a queue that really gets up there quickly in the morning. Maybe, in fact, I do that first. They don't run a lot of boats early on. There's hardly anybody there, though. You know what? We're going to do this first. Let's go to Alice in Wonderland first.
Adventures in Wonderland began when I followed the white rabbit down the railroad. All of a sudden, I fell. Down, down, down.
Oh, looking for the white rabbit? Well, how proud.
Mr. Rabbit, wait, please.
It went this way. No, that way.
This would be a curious place to find a rabbit.
I'm not sure where I am either.
And me, don't wear please.
Try this way.
Not worry! We're painting the roses red. We dare not stop. Always to rock. So let the band be spent.
Imperial Highness, the Queen of Hearts, and the King.
Shall we play croquet?
Rule 42, the Queen always wins.
Probably gonna have to do the teacups this morning as well, I think. Are we just gonna have ourselves a Fantasyland morning? Storybook Land is looking real good right now, although they don't run very many boats this early.
are off. Hello, hello, and welcome aboard, friends. My name is Jose, and I'll be your captain and storyteller today aboard the SS Wendy. As we get started, my friends, for your safety, please remain seated, keeping hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat, and please supervise your children. We don't want our stories to take any unexpected turns. Friendly reminder, my friends, apart from water, there's no active eating or drinking on a boat, so make sure food and beverages are safely stowed and sealed away to the very end of our journey today. Once again, there's no more sea torching, so Riverside is where we'll stay. Now, my friends, many of us travel to enchanted places by turning pages and books, going down rabbit holes through, of course, with the help of a little pixiness. Well, in this case, we're actually having hope from our friend Longshore. Now, do not be alarmed. Yes, while he is eating us, just like Pinocchio and Geppetto, he'll pop us back out into Storybook Land, which is, of course, the very same place in which magical stories come to life. Like many great stories of my friends, this will start with Once Upon a Time. On our left around the bend, we'll see the Big Bad Wolf in their Big Bad Cave. Might be peering across the way over to the three little pigs, each in their three little houses, with one house made of straw and hay, a second 6 and twigs, and a third made of 100% guaranteed huff and puff fruit, stone, and bricks. As the story takes us through the shirt, my friends, we find ourselves in a quaint little English village. The very famous werewolf golden afternoon, Alice chased out white rabbit down the rabbit hole off the Wonderland, and well, things only got curiouser and curiouser from there. Storybook Land, though, home to many inspirational places like in London Park, the very same where one fateful night Peter Pan and the Darling children first set flight off to Neverland. And of course, Neverland is the very same place in which Peter Pan himself, as well as John, Wendy, and Michael Darling, would never ever have to grow up again. Straight ahead of my friends, we see Agrabah, the city of magic and enchantment. The very same place, of course, in which a street ran into the last installment of Princess Jasmine. And thanks to the power of true love and the help of a genie, they remain happily buried there to this day, just on top of the Sultan's palace. Right overhead, my friends, we see those sparkling golden archways. The very same archways, of course, in which Princess Jasmine and Prince Aladdin flew over ways, underways, and sideways on their magic carpet. Apart from magic carpet and a Motel is a great way to travel is via circus ring, as we might see on your left hand side over some mountains, through some tunnels, or maybe just it, along the very same station itself. Casey Jr. likes to steam on time. And my friends, yes, while some stories may take place at night, others will have their moments in the dark as well. As we make our way to the Cave of Wonders, this very same cave houses the genie's golden light. Let's all go ahead and make a wish, my friends, and see if it comes true, as the genie himself will grant us for yes. And my friends, yes, well, some of us may want to find true love, others may wish for safety, like Snow White, when she wished to flee to the Queen. And thanks to the help of the 7 dwarves, she now lives safely on the cottage just off to our right. You can of course now hear them as well as what's going on. To our left, atop that hill, we'll see Cinderella and Prince Charming's castle. The very same where one fateful night, at the strike of midnight, Cinderella had to flee them all, but not before her carriage started turning back into a pumpkin, which we can still see on that very same bridge from that very same night, and in fact from that very same castle. And my friends, yes, while some stories like Cinderella's may have us want to find true love, and others, like Snow White, may have us wish for safety, some stories may have us wish for a restful night's sleep. And others. On our left, we'll see the Photon Empress, the very same mountain fire by the 1933 from the Symphony Cartoon Lullaby Land. Also, of course, the part that Cinderella and her magic history that these fathers will never ever have to grow up, and will of course remain forever young. Further up ahead, my friends, on our left, we'll see Toad Manor, brought to us by the wind and the willows. This is the same residence of Mr. Toad, Mole, and Rat. Unfortunately, though, folks, it seems Chase Patio Toad himself, however, is in quite warm right now, and he's most likely just off the wild car ride to nowhere in particular. Further along our path, we'll also see Arendelle right underneath those frozen peaks. Home to sisters Anna and Elsa. After having also let go, Anna can once again ask her sister if she wants to go with Snowman. My friends, it doesn't want to be a snowman. Straight ahead, though, we see Geppetto's Alpine Village. Very same where one fateful night, Geppetto wished upon a star. And thanks to helping the blue fairy and the wishful thinking, his wish being true, and his little puppet Pinocchio became a real little boy. Now, my friends, similar to how Geppetto made his wish, the Little Mermaid Ariel made hers as well. And which way her life from under the sea for a pair of unstable legs, and now lives at Portobello Grill with Prince Eric and their palace on Twilight. Off to her left on the back of the Nile waterfall, we'll see Outland Pass, where we take her to coast from Ontario and how to do country and cover. Also, we're seeing our 39 friends, so thank you very much for joining us. As we're approaching that dog side, please wash those hands, arms, and fingers. And once again, thank you for joining us. We hope the rest of your stay here at Disneyland is as magical as it has been thus far. Please remain fully seated. We will all be standing up together momentarily to give our boat whale balance, so no one has to go under the sea.
Well, it looks like we beat the Storybook Land rush. Got in there just in time, although they're probably bringing out more boats for all those guests, but that's what I love to see when I do a road trip in the morning, is the queue fill up behind me after I've just been on an attraction. Which means it's probably a good idea. We could do Tea Party later. Hey, how are you? That's available all day. I wonder what Dumbo looks like. I never ride Dumbo, or I hardly ever ride Dumbo. It says 25. Oh my gosh. The queue is pretty lengthy, but we're gonna get in anyway. Because what else are we gonna do this morning besides enjoy the magic and wonder of Disneyland, especially Fantasyland? Morning. Like Calliope music makes me happy. The organ. Is it Calliope or organ? I don't know. I feel like it could be either. Makes me very, very happy. Well, it's been a lovely morning. but that rope drop honeymoon is over. The park is, or I should say Fantasyland at least, is bonkers now. Just gonna take a quick tour. It's strollers everywhere. You know, I talked about in our State of Disneyland report how that $50 ticket sure did create a boon here in Fantasyland. There's a lot of kids at the park right now. You know what I haven't done in a very long time? And now seems like the perfect opportunity for that. This is the exact right time. Might be one of the most underrated attractions in the whole park. People sleep, literally. Hey guys. People sleep on Sleeping Beauty's castle. The walkthrough. It's delightful, especially if you love just, you know, the being here part of Disneyland. Not a coaster, I mean, not even a ride, it's just a place to be. There's a lot of history in there too, in that building specifically. The walkthrough, the whole cats thing, I can get into that, but glad I did that. I'm really glad I did that. That was perfect. Look at here. Look at all those strollers. Lots of kids, which is great, by the way. I've been saying you gotta grow fans of the park from an early age. Disney needs to attract children into the park.
Alright, you done those things?
Let's see, it's about 9:56. I've got maybe another hour at best. Red Rose Taverne, by the way, did you guys know? Back in the day, well, I should say, it's gone through a few iterations. This little cottage out here, right there, near the exit of Pinocchio. You might remember a long time ago they had that theme to Frozen. When that was happening, Olaf was up there. They put snow on there. Remember that one time they had Rapunzel's hair around this little spire, but that was separate from what I'm talking about. And then there was a gift shop. There was a meet and greet. But this little royal reception cottage is now seating for the Red Rose Tavern. Check it out. It's really cute in here. I can't believe they did this. I can't believe that I've never been in here before. That I had no idea that this was even here. They really did a great job of theming it. It's at least the equal to the proper interior part of the restaurant. This used to be a gift shop. Different varieties. I think they had a meet and greet in here. It was themed for Tangled. It was themed for Frozen. This is the house that had Olaf on the roof out there when Frozen was big. But I mean, that's great, right? That's really, really great. And it's not like jam-packed with tables either. There's 4 tables in here. You could seat 16. And it's comfortable and it's kind of brilliant. I love it. Oh my God, there's little thrones. I guess that's what those are. I'm not sure what those are. Is that a throne? No, it's not a throne. It's something else, but I love it. Well done. What are they reading here? Any books that we can identify? Not so much. This door actually right here is a proper exit that takes you out there to basically the back of the Pinocchio queue. And you can even get a view of Fantasyland, and out there somewhere right now, guests are enjoying Dumbo, although he's not flying at the moment, but he's straight through on the other side of that tree. I had no idea. Up until about a month ago, I had no idea that that's what that was. I just figured it was vacant, that they were, or that it was for no purpose at all. But it's really cute back there. And nobody really even is aware of it, so it's often the case that you'll find tables back there when you may not have otherwise. Because Red Rose Tavern can get quite busy at times, you know, during the peak hours. When I went in for breakfast that morning, most of the time I was in there. I was the only guest in that room. So, really neat. I like that area back there.
Nice camera.
And I like it because
The fish are out. They're jumping.
it's your birthday.
Hey guys, look! Come here. Here we go. Yeah.
We'll wait a minute for the Mark Twain to roll up.
Civilization along the Rio Grande. Off in the distance are the towering buttes of Big Thunder. Rumor has it that the railroad built to haul gold out of the mountain has been seized by supernatural forces, and they've turned mining trains into the wildest ride in wilderness. Of course, that may be just another legend of the river. Just ahead is the frontier land, where our journey ends. On behalf of our entire crew, I'd like to thank you for booking passage on the Mark Twain Railroad. At this time, we ask that you adhere to this mark. If you are on the other decks, please make your way down to the first.
The real deal right there, man. The Mark Twain, that's the real deal.
fun. You hear them?
One day there was somebody that like we had to tell like 10 times. They just kept going. You know, if I realized okay, there's a language barrier and they just don't understand what I'm asking them. But I'm usually like I'm good understanding.
I wasn't planning on it, but that was too fortuitous to pass up. I got time.
If you're going to Star Wars or to the west side of the park, anything over there, you should get off here or Toontown, our next stop that you can get off. So the open stations are Toontown Depot, Tomorrowland Station, and Main Street Station, where we are right now. Alright, welcome aboard. Please remain seated. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside. Supervised children, make sure they stay seated. Supervised, away from the openings. Our next stop is New Orleans Square. We will stop there for maintenance reasons only. No one can get off the train at New Orleans Square. Thank you.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station, New Orleans Square.
Choo 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 choo, clickety clack, and just like that, here we are at New Orleans Square. Once again, this is the one we told you about. Please remain seated while you're remaining seated. That way you'll be doing it right. Thank you. We'll be on our way again in just a short time.
Just joining us, welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. To ensure a safe ride, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering the bayou, soon to be home to Tiana's Bayou Adventure. Princess Tiana swears there's magic out here, and wherever there's magic, there's bound to be surprises. Blue skies and sun. Speaking of surprises, this place we're passing over is chock full of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, and other beloved critters on fun-filled adventures where anything can happen.
Yeah,
Please make sure everyone's sitting on their bottom, please. Everyone's sitting on their bottom. Thank you.
As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. There is the revered Indian shaman, sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. This tunnel signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Our next stop is Toontown Depot, official train station for Mickey's Toontown, a cartoon home where Mickey, Minnie, and all their friends live. Toontown Depot is also the gateway to Fantasyland, where you'll find many of your favorite Disney animated characters and stories. If you're leaving us here, please wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie.
Welcome to Mickey's Toontown Depot. For your safety, please remain seated till we come to a full stop. This is the gateway to Fantasyland and to Toontown. Toontown, Fantasyland, right here. Next stop's Tomorrowland. I predict we'll get there today.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto its small world just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. We're now steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters,
And if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of the Mark 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astro blasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
For approaching Tomorrowland Station, please remain seated until we come to a full stop. This is your stop if you want to catch the monorail, find Nemo in a submarine, drive Autopia cars, blast off to outer space, Space Mountain, or Star Tours. You can play games at Buzz Lightyear's Astro Blasters, or just get a pizza. Inside the tunnel, the magical time tunnel ahead. No flash photography, radio lighting, energized lightsabers, or anything else that lights up. No lights in the tunnel, please. Our next stop is Main Street Station. And as a note, New Orleans Square Station is closed.
To those who have just come aboard, welcome. The next leg of our journey will take us from the fantastic world of the future to the breathtaking beauty of nature's own design, the Grand Canyon. For safety, stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. Watch your children, and no flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado, mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
Remember, no lights in the tunnel. That includes bubble makers, bubble wands, or anything else that lights up. No lights in the tunnel, please.
in just a few minutes. This is Main Street Station, Main Street, USA.
Welcome to Main Street. Please remain seated till we come to a full stop. Remember, New Orleans Square is closed. If you're going to the west side of the park, including Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, this is your stop.
Your attention, please. Last call for the Disneyland Railroad.
Well, FreshBaked, thanks for joining me on what was a perfect morning to spend here at Disneyland. I can't think of a better way that I could have spent that morning just now. I mean, it's an amazing way to run up to the proper show that I'm about to film, State of Disneyland Report. Watch that on our main channel at FreshBaked. And thank you guys for watching this one here. We'll see you next time. FreshBaked.